recreational marijuana proceed through the legal issues that no doubt will continue to dog this newly legitimized medication? Will users, caregivers, dispensaries, and growers continue to live in uncertainty in a veritable ocean of shifting legal tides? Let's hear from the experts and form our own opinions in The Legal Scene.
And welcome back with The Legal Scene. I'm your... No, that's stupid. I got like in the announcer voice mode, and you just want to like keep announcing things when you have a microphone in your hands. I'm sorry. Anyways,
who wants to be a millionaire? You're fired.
That's cool. The echo.
We're echoing.
Good job, guys. What?
Our headphones are echoing. I guess that's a little weird.
Is this really happening? What's going on? Can you hear me? Where am I? Back to The Legal Scene. Chris Romer. Dude, you suck. Why are you so stupid? I'm sorry, but you just had to get that out from my chest. Chris Romer spoke Sunday afternoon at the Capitol about the need to cut down on abuse. Anybody under the age of 21 to get a medical marijuana card would have to get an evaluation by a substance abuse specialist. I wonder how much that would cost. Romer said, there are two medical marijuana reform bills being considered by legislation this session. Senator Romer is one of them. The second is the House bill. Both bills are aimed at clarifying blah, blah, blah. Can you clarify us a little bit more on what that dude was trying to talk about?
So pretty much he's saying that there has been a huge number of people getting their licenses between the ages of 18 and 21. Some specific quotes by him. Let me find them. Well, he's upset pretty much because it's for recreational, in his opinion, not medical reasons. And he said he's talked to some people and like asked, just random people he knows, how many people do you know that are under 18 to 21? Blah, blah, blah.
He asked his kids. If they have any friends that they know that have medical licenses that are under 21 that use it for reasons that aren't medical. And he said that he went to some high school and he asked the kids to take a vote. Do you know anyone who's got a medical license? And he said the whole class raised their hands. Are they 21? Yes. Do they have a medical problem? No. So that's why he's... All right, well, continue, sorry.
That's all right. So pretty much he's saying that he's talking about all the doctors that are going to be losing their licenses for false referrals because of the amount of fraud that they are seeing. But what I was thinking, there are just so many freaking doctors out there anyway. How are they ever going to tail that? Unless it's one of those guys that's signing 200 cards a day and they did arrest him or he lost his license.
No, but there's tons of those people.
I know.
Not to say anyone, but Green Door.
Or say someone.
Is the kind of place that it's like a DMV. You just walk in and get your license, and they process a couple hundred people a day. Darn, that's what I was going to pull up in the news. I had more news to pull up, but I saw in the news that 1,000 Colorado residents apply for a medical marijuana license a day. And not apply, get a medical marijuana license a day, and that's going through the registry. But and I bet a lot of those are under 21. But
there's actually, the department is doing something new, too, because of the high influx of applications. Now they are actually sending a confirmation out back to you, I guess. Once they say that they processed it and it's okay, because before they just were required to send you an application that was invalid in some way. They were required to send that back within a month.
Right.
And now I guess they're sending them back if you do qualify, so that you have something to show. Since it is taking more than the 2 months, it's taking 6 to 8 now.
Yeah,
at least.
They said it's taking at least 6 months. It's backed up.
That's ridiculous. They won't. The department won't accept any help or volunteers from someone who's a medical marijuana patient.
There you go.
So, but who knows? Maybe it'll be run by the Department of Revenue soon. I'm sure that they'll do a great job at managing our health and wellness.
Isn't that what 1284 wants to do anyways?
Pretty much.
Speaking of 1284, what was that?
So we'll just go with the last quote that he said. Okay. My strong advice to the medical marijuana community is to wake up and agree to some common sense rules.
Okay.
Okay, like
I can agree with some common sense rules.
Yeah, but is it really common sense to have so many kids between the age of 18 and 21 on opiate pain medication? Yeah, that's really, really safe, really, really addictive. What's the deal with that?
We'll look at some statistics of that. Was that all that he said in that, or?
Well, and then he said that if members of the medical marijuana community don't start looking at these common sense rules, that there will be a majority of communities that will ban dispensaries.
Wow. Well,
that's what he believes. We'll see.
All I have to say is, and I told you this in person, Chris Romer, in December, which was that Colorado is the #1 leading state in alcohol death due to overdose and accidents. It's the #1 leading state in pharmaceutical overdose, and Colorado is a leading state in cigarette death. Our city profits from taxes from people who die, and you know how many kids die from liquor overdoses, pharmaceutical death overdoses, and kids who are 18 years old that are allowed to buy a pack of cigarettes in your state when you know that that specifically kills them. There's no medical anything, and it's not like it's recreational either. It's just they buy it to use it because it feels good, but in the end they die. That's cool with you. Your state profits from that. These are the people that you represent. But you know, as a smart man, that out of marijuana's history, 10,000 years, as of we know, not one person is overdosed because it's physically impossible. So if what you really care about is people staying alive or dying, then maybe you should reconsider the age of people who are using what they're using, because you know what? I'm sorry to tell you, but kids are kids, and kids are going to use.
Yeah,
and
they're going to get that one way or the other. If you don't endorse medical marijuana, they're going to get it from Mexico.
Right, you want your parents' Valium, in the cabinet, or medical marijuana safely bought down the street. It's going to happen one way or the other. But anyways, let's move on, shall we?
Indeed.
Operation Fortune Cookie, is that what's next? Yeah. So, as we talked about last thing. God, you guys are quick. That's good. I got a good crew over here. They're quick on the graphics. Anyways, last episode we talked about Dan Tang. This summer he was busted in Operation Fortune Cookie, which was Colorado's largest marijuana bust. He got everything all but a year of probation, and a couple police in the task force last week said that they were upset that their higher up commander guys are corrupt, and that's all Tang got. So they brought the case back up, and I'll read what this says here. Colorado restaurant owner, popular with the politicians, was sentenced to 18 months in federal prison for laundering money from a massive marijuana growing operation. Prosecutors say the investigation into Dan Tang's activities led to the dismantling of 25 indoor marijuana grow operations, the seizure of more than 24,050 marijuana plants, and more than $1 million. A federal judge on Wednesday ordered Tang to report to a facility designated by the Bureau of Prisons by August 16th. Tang once served food from his Chinese restaurant to the former President George Bush, and I believe we've got a picture of that. Bush on Air Force One. Senator Mark Udall also was a customer at his Heaven Dragon restaurant. Its walls had pictures of Dan Tang, former Colorado Governor Bill Owens, and former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani. So if we have a couple pictures of Dan Tang, first of all, to bring up this beautiful picture of this man, he is quite photogenic. Can we pull that up? There he is. Mr. Dan Tang in his Chinese restaurant with his American flag looking so good. He's got a big old smile on his face. Let's pop up that picture with him and Mr. Bush. How many other people do you know that have their picture with the President of the United States that is the lead person in a case regarding the largest drug operation in our state's history? That guy is well connected.
I like it, that camera angle, too. Makes him look all high and mighty.
Well, yeah, he does.
Check it out, bitches.
That's hilarious. Well, and let's see what Mr. Tang looks like as of this morning with his new 18-month sentence. Oh, not smiling anymore.
That makes me a sad panda.
Yeah. Looks like you got a haircut. Well, Mr. Tang, we'll see you in 18, buddy. Sorry about that. Anyways, moving on.
I just got my fortune from the fortune cookie. My dreams will become reality.
What are your dreams?
I don't know.
You should have said legalizing marijuana.
Yeah, legalizing marijuana.
Come on, girl. What? Seriously?
It's legal for
me. But we need it legal for everybody.
Yes, we do need worldwide legalization. So.
Anyways, Speaking about you getting raped.